So Duncan, what are 3 things that are often neglected when someone presents a site to you and their plan of what they'd like to achieve on it?
This often happens where we're presented with sites, we're presented with their plan, their schedule of areas even, and so on. One of the key things is buildability, funnily enough, is overdevelopment and buildability together. So cramming everything onto the site, right up to the boundary, next to neighbours, and then the question would be to them, well, how do you think someone's physically going to build that wall? Oh,
Where's your scaffolding going to go?
Absolutely, scaffolding. So most of our sites will have a gap round them. Now you may say, well, that's not using the site, but you have to put scaffolding somewhere. If you don't, it will double the cost of that wall. Now that doesn't sound very much, but when you've got big, 5-storey high things and so on, it does make a big difference, and it will double the period of the programme for that element as well. So buildability is really important. How is stuff going to come in and out? And people often say, but I don't need to know that yet, do I? And I say, well, if you get planning permission for that and you go down this line, that's what you're going to have to build. If you can't build it, you're really wasting your time from day one. So let's start now, and that's why you're employing an architect to have that foresight of what's going to happen maybe in a year's time. So that's really key. One of the other thing is the effect on neighbours. I mentioned just then overdevelopment. The effect on neighbours is often neglected. I have one client, for instance, who before being told by us thought it's perfectly okay to have windows on the boundary overlooking, so we can put lots of bedrooms there, we can get flats with lots of bedrooms, and look, there's a big wall there, we can put windows. Yeah. But that's on your boundary overlooking your neighbour's garden. No, you can't, I'm afraid. So I'm afraid the development's going to be smaller than you imagine, So there's that thought of how does it sit in context is something that's often ill-considered. But I think buildability is the key to that first appraisal, in a way. What can you get on site? What's its massing? Is it overdeveloped? What's its effect on the neighbours? But actually, can you build it?
Okay, very important.